Welcome back to Jay All Day, everyone. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Today, we're going to do Week 12 Survivor Pool picks. We crushed Week 11, guys. We absolutely crushed it. All of our picks dominated. Houston, Dallas, San Francisco all won, and I did an injury update on Friday where I liked Detroit. All four of those teams won. We killed it, guys. So make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you can get all my updates. I usually do Survivor picks on Tuesdays, and I do injury updates for our Survivor picks on Fridays. All right, let's get into it. Before we head into Week 12, guys, I want to do a little recap of Week 11 and show you guys why our strategy works so well each and every week, and we consistently make great Survivor Pool picks. All right, the Bengals and Ravens game. Joe Burrow, if you guys haven't used Cincinnati, you're pretty much shit out of luck because Joe Burrow is done for the year, and the Bengals season is probably gone with it. But the Steelers-Browns, guys, this is another division game, and it was a close game, and the Browns barely squeaked it out. The same thing with the Bears and the Lions game, guys. I thought the Lions would end up winning, which they did, but division games are always tough, and the Bears played really, really tough in that game, man. Really, really tough. Chargers and Packers, that was another game I didn't want anything to do with, so we escaped that one. I did like the Dolphins over the Raiders, but the Raiders have been playing a little bit better, so they kept this game pretty close. And here's another division game, guys. Giants on the road at the Commanders came up with a big road victory. That's why we avoid these division games, guys, because shit like this happens. And we knew the Cowboys were going to blow out the Panthers. We called that. The Jaguars had a big bounce-back week at home against the Titans. And the Cardinals and Texans, that was a close game too. But the Texans are just the better team, and the Cardinals make too many mistakes. 49ers blew out Tampa Bay. And then the Bills had a really big bounce-back game, beating the Jets, and Zach Wilson is now benched. He's not going to be the quarterback moving forward. Seahawks, Rams, another division game, guys. We stay away from division games. You cannot pick the division games because, look, if you pick the Seahawks on the road, division game, you got to stay away. Vikings, Broncos, another close game we didn't want to be a part of at all. And Eagles, Chiefs, I knew this game was going to be close, but the Birds won. I'm repping my Eagles green. All right, let's move on to Week 12 and my Survivor Pool picks for Week 12. All right, everybody, let's break down Week 12 and make our Survivor picks. I usually give out 2 or 3 picks and then my pick of the week. All right, let's get into it. All right, we have the Packers at the Lions. The Lions should win this game, but man, division games are always tough. I don't believe in the Packers and Jordan Love. I just don't. I think he's mediocre at best. I think they're even overachieving at 4-6 right now. I like the Lions here. Maybe I'll circle back to them as I look through the games. They're definitely on my list to watch. And then we have the Washington Commanders traveling to Dallas. Oof, I like the Cowboys here. The Cowboys are hot. In Survivor Pool picks, you really want to go with the hot hand, and it seems like Washington is regressing. They let pretty much their whole defense go. Anyone that was any good, Montez Sweat and Chase Young, they're both gone for that on that D line. So I like the Cowboys here. That's another team we want to circle. 49ers at the Seahawks. The Seahawks are another regressing team, but they're really tough at home, and it's another division game. We don't want to pick division games unless we absolutely have to. So all these Thursday games, Thanksgiving games, are in play for us for our Survivor pick. And then this might be my pick of the week, guys. The Miami Dolphins on the road against the New York Jets. Zach Wilson is out as the starting quarterback. An undrafted rookie, Tim Boyle, is going to be the guy, I guess, moving forward. But this is a Friday night, first ever Black Friday game, prime time, under the lights. I just can't see Tim Boyle going in and beating Tua, man. So I really like the Dolphins. Even though they're on the road, guys, they're definitely in my circle right now. And then we have Saints-Falcons. I'm not touching that game at all. Steelers-Bengals. Joe Burrow is out. Jake Browning is now the quarterback. Burrow is done for the year, and I think the Bengals season is done with it. But you can't trust the Steelers, especially on the road. They're 2-2 on the road this year, and Kenny Pickett, let's just call a spade, guys. He's not very good. And then Panthers-Titans, that's 2 bad teams, and when 2 bad teams play, you want to avoid that game. Same thing goes with the Buccaneers-Colts game. I don't know who's going to win that, and nobody knows who's going to win that game. The line is -2.5. You usually get -3.5 when you're the home team. So Vegas thinks this is like a pick 'em. We're staying away. Patriots, Giants, another battle of two terrible teams. The Giants had a big win last week, a big division win against the Washington Commanders, but you can't, this is another game. Stay away. Do not pick this Patriots-Giants game. And then Jaguars-Texans. Woo, this is going to be a close game. -1.5 line from Vegas. Woo, I'm not touching this game either. The Jaguars had a big bounce-back win last week. They look pretty good. And the Texans look good, but they barely beat a not-so-good Arizona team. I think it was 21-17. Browns-Broncos, another game I'm not touching. No Deshaun Watson. He's also done for the year. So the Browns quarterback position is, I don't know. It's like a roulette wheel. You never know who's going to be the quarterback when the Browns are playing. The Broncos have looked better. It's especially hard to play in Denver at Mile High. It's the altitude, man. It's real. Altitude sickness is super real. Rams, Cardinals, another game I'm not touching at all whatsoever. A lot of tough games this week. I do like the Chiefs on the road, guys. If you have them still left, they're going to bounce back after that tough loss to Philly. But the Raiders, playing under Antonio Pierce, they have looked a little more, I don't know if better is the right word, but adequate, I guess. But I look for Patrick Mahomes to bounce back big after that loss in tough conditions against a good team. Bills, Eagles, man. Woo! I'm not touching that game either. And Ravens, Chargers. I like the Ravens to win that game. The Chargers just can't get it right. Their coach is losing his mind. I like the Ravens there. It's not the best spot. If you're in a pinch, you could probably pick the Ravens. But my pick of the week, guys, we're doing it. We're going with the Dolphins on the road playing the Jets. Tim Boyle at the helm at the quarterback position for the New York Jets. I find it very hard to believe that he's going to win a primetime game against Tua. No way. No chance. Dolphins are my pick of the week. But I also like the Thursday night games, guys. With the bad teams not having enough time to prepare for these better teams, I think it's going to be tough for them to win. So the Lions, Cowboys, and 49ers are all in play. The Seahawks just don't look right, guys. They have a lot of guys on defense on IR. Tyler Lockett, DK Metcalf are both underperforming this year. And Geno Smith kind of looks lost a little bit. I think he had like 170 yards passing last week. Yikes. I mean, I've never been a big Geno Smith guy. Neither has the league. He's bounced around the NFL for like a decade almost. But the 49ers are healthy, guys. And when they're healthy, I've said this a million times, they are one of the best, if not the best team in the NFL. That defense is looking good. I like the 49ers too. So, all my picks, I like the Dolphins as my pick of the week for sure. But then I'm going with 49ers next, then the Cowboys. I don't like it because of the division game, and then the Lions. Jared Goff had a really tough week last week, so that's why I'm not like super jumping on Detroit, even though they should win, especially at home. Jared Goff had 3 picks, and he had to win it in the fourth quarter last week. That's it, guys. For my pick of the week, we're going Miami Dolphins, but I like the Thursday night games too. I like the 49ers. I like the Cowboys, and I like the Lions. I think all 4 of those teams will be locks this week. But if you're going to go with my picks and you have the Dolphins available, that's my pick of the week, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, blast that notification bell so you get all my updates. We'll catch up with you guys soon. Thanks for tuning in. Peace.